guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 2. Last time, I finished up all of the remaining URTVs around here, and pretty much set up myself, well, not really a new party, but I continued to use the one that I was showing off last time. Now, unfortunately, with no enemies here, it's a long walk, but since I'd be editing those battles out if I had them in the video, we're going to pretty much see the same thing. Before moving too far forward, I would like to show off my new array of skills that I have. Now, the important thing to note is Class H is very, very good. Like I was mentioning before, I managed to get all three of these skills with all of my characters, as you can see down below. Got Focus 1, that'll be very useful, that's helpful, and Psycho Pocket will be required before the area's end. Actually, it'll be required very shortly. I also went into level 2 and went to Class C. Now, not everyone was able to get all of these. Some were, some weren't. The most important one is Medica All, followed by Revert, and then Medica 2. Now, I didn't set everyone up the same. As you can see, not everyone has everything. For the party I'm going forward with, we're going to use KO-S-MOS and Chaos. Now, Chaos, I didn't focus on Medica All yet, but I will be doing that before too long. The other two made sure to have Medica All and Revert. It'll be important in case something bad happens and I die, because I don't want to waste all my revives. However, they didn't really have enough points from the battles that I did in order to get that. So I needed to go into my items and use my skill upgrades on them. So I'm going to use 3 of these on Chaos, just so I can get enough so that I can learn Medica All, because he's really going to be my healer in the upcoming boss fight. So make sure to give him Medica All. Wanted to make sure he had both of those. If somebody ends up dying, well, I'm going to need to kind of re-strategize anyway, so having my attackers reviving will be fine. That's pretty much all there is to say. Oh, by the way, with those infected URTV guys, they have a 5% chance to drop Skill Upgrade A, which isn't really all that worthwhile since it only gives you 10 skill points anyway, and that percentage is way too low to be of any use. Alright, so as you can see, cutscene time. Sorry I haven't had anything to say the last couple of moments there. I'm trying to get my voice to work properly. I know it probably sounds a little bit off from what it normally does. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to cough something up, or I don't know. Anyway, I'm just trying to fix it, and it's not really... Hi, Bray Wyatt? I don't know what's going on with these guys, but they're kind of weird. Hello? Who are you? Okay, then. And we have boss time. Important things to start the fight off with. He has 2 items worth getting. Get them both. If you get the skill upgrade E, which is the rare option, then you can just continue going with the fight, because his common option is an Ether Pack TX with 100% drop rate. Yes, don't have to steal the other one. Perfect. Now, most importantly, we want to stock with specifically with these 2, because this guy, he has a break zone of CCBB, so you actually need to boost in order to hit him, and he's 150% weak to aura, 200 to thunder, 150 to pierce, and 300% to slash. As soon as you get him in the down position or the air position, KO-S-MOS with the air condition and Ziggy with the down position can annihilate them, because all of their attacks, once they're in one of those statuses, is a slash attack, and slash attack 300%. He's also weak to physical, but yeah, the important thing is make sure you boost those characters, because they're going to be doing the bulk of the damage in this fight. Now, this guy does counter boost, and he has some interesting abilities that I would like to talk about. But first, let's get our characters kind of buffed up. Medica 2 is pretty good. Medica All, as you can see, uses a lot of points, but because we have Focus 1, every time we stock, we gain EP back, which makes it a lot easier to go forward. But I do want to keep him healed up, because this boss can do a decent amount of damage. 400 points, not bad. Ow. So, we have access to the move command, which means we can go behind him. We know where this is going. So, I want to boost you now, and I'm going to go CC with you, and then we're going to bring in the boost, and we're just going to leave it. So I want to go BB and then hit him up into the air. I forgot to put Thunder on, but Slash is the real damage anyway. As you can see, we do a lot of damage. Now, I can also waste away on him with this, which may end this boss fight right here because Slash attacks. And I think I just won the fight. There we go. Now, this boss is actually a lot more difficult than that made it out because he loves to counter. It took less time than most normal encounters. Anyway, I'm going to go back and show off some of the actual abilities that boss can do because that was kind of sad. Anyway, I will see you in a moment. Okay, we're back in the fight, and we're already stole the item we need to steal, so let's show off some of the abilities that this guy has. First of all, he does tend to... Let's boost somebody here. There we go. And we'll just beat the crap out of him, and I'm getting frame dipping for some reason. Instead of attacking him from the back, we'll stack him from the front. Once he drops below a certain amount of HP, he does tend to... heal himself, so let's see if he can do that. Yes, what he'll do here is raise his stats, actually, and heal himself. He can only heal himself once. It goes from 40%, I believe, to 70% to 100%, and then he's got a booster mode on top of that, and each stage he will gain more. He can also summon additional infected URTVs if you're interested in dealing with that, but as you can see by his HP, he's almost at full HP all over again. So... let's go like this. And there we go. We'll do some more damage to him this way. Now, he is resistant to fire, so that doesn't help matters in this case. He's 50% resistant to it, but the 300% from Slash completely makes up for it. As you can see, he's raised his stats once again. I'm not particularly worried because, like I said, how easily I beat this guy last time. But I just kind of wanted to show off, yeah, once you've actually started to hit him, he'll buff up rather quickly. So you do want to take him down at a decent pace. Now, you can actually do the whole thing just with Chaos if you go through his entire stock. But we don't really need to do that. And then we'll boost you. Now, for whatever reason, he's not wanting to counter boost, and I don't really know why. But he can summon additional guys as well. I just kind of wanted to show off a little more of his abilities, but I won't waste your time anymore.
The outcome was decided even
but yeah,
before the
that guy
began.
is named level 4. He's not particularly challenging. One of the big reasons why I wanted to restart that fight, even though it didn't take me much longer this time, is to give me more chance to talk about it and hopefully get more skill points, because these guys are behind. KOS-MOS not as much, but all of these guys are more behind than the other guys. And I stole both items that time, so I didn't have to get one from the battle there, so... let's continue the cutscene. What the hell?
I told you to leave Rubido alone! Variants aren't monsters! You guys are just weak!
That's the Albedo we all know and hate. Or hate to love, depending on your perspective.
You'll kill him.
Rubido? Don't look at me like that! Rubido!
Seems to have some kind of abandonment issues. Or judgment issues, depending on your perspective, I guess. Anyway, now that we've completed the subconscious domain section there, we come back to the URTV facility here, wherever here happens to be. I don't think they ever really mentioned where this is. But anyway, now it tells me to go over to the right. So let's follow that plan. Go over this way. I believe we talked to you last time we were in this area. I'm not sure. Why aren't they? Can we figure this out? No, probably not. We'll ignore this. They might deal with it in the third game. My test run of the third game has really fallen apart. I haven't played it in like 3 months because I've been well, it's probably been a month. But I've been working on a bunch of other games for the past 3 months, so that's part of it. Okay. Now, this scene coming up is a little bit different. I will insert a clip of the original uncensored version of this scene, and hopefully that works out to kind of illustrate the differences between them. But I'm not going to do like a whole episode for this game like I did with episode 1, because there really aren't that many instances of it. In fact, this is the only one that I'm aware of, but there could be others.
What?
What were you thinking? Number 623's badly injured.
Is that what this is about? All he's got to do is just regenerate. What's the problem?
Regenerate?
Regenerate. Like this.
They actually left the blood in on this one. I'll show the clip of the other scene. In the other one, it's not an energy blast, it's a gun, which I guess was why it was censored.
何って。こうだよ。ほらね。
Not that it really changes anything. So it's, in my opinion, it's pointless censorship that does nothing. I guess it shows off more of his power this way.
Don't you ever pull anything like that again! If you die, you can't come back to life!
You mean... Are you saying... you can't regenerate?
Of course not!
That's a special ability only you possess.
Only me?
All the variants have different
You're
abilities.
both gonna die and leave me behind?
I kind of started talking about it a little too soon. But yeah,
I don't wanna be alone.
there's the abandonment issues I kind of alluded to earlier.
I wanna die too.
Not the Albedo we've come to know.
Don't say things like that! Now you're making me sad too!
Guinan, you always seem to be on the out and out with these situations.
Don't leave me behind.
You always seem to be doing your own thing. Anyway, and it shows them going in here, so let's go take a look at that sequence next. Is there anyone else to talk to around here? I don't believe so. No, there is not. There's one person over here. There is nobody over there. So this just leads over to the main courtyard that we've already been to. What are you doing, Albedo? Are you planting flowers? There's only a
What
couple
is
of
he
times that we see
doing?
our characters in the same scene as the
I don't
younger
know, but-
URTVs.
Ever since that day, ever since Albedo learned he couldn't die, he somehow started to change.
Really?
We didn't understand. There was no way we could have understood. We couldn't know what it felt like to have a body that wouldn't die.
No doubt.
Death is rest for the soul.
You've been robbed of
Who
that,
was
haven't
it?
you, Ziggy?
Who said that? If the body did not die, and the fears born in the mind just continue to pile up, the world would be nothing more than an eternal prison.
Old man. In the beginning, Albedo and I were one.
Because you're both from the same fertilized egg?
Yes, that's how
No.
twins work.
He was literally attached to my back from conception until the 28th week.
So they were conjoined twins.
His heart was attached right around here.
What? Occasionally, due to incomplete cell division, twins are born sharing some portion of their internal organs.
That's right. Our special abilities, the power to halt or stimulate cell growth, are both based on the same basic principle.
Yeah, Albedo can
But after we were
stimulate
split
cell
apart-
growth to regenerate,
Our powers headed off in different directions.
and Junior can stop it,
And
which is
that's
why he
why-
hasn't grown.
I shouldn't have just abandoned him.
They don't really give enough detail.
Junior. Couldn't you try? Just one more time? To approach him?
Are you fucking kidding me? Do you not remember what happened in the last game?
No. We're both pretty stubborn.
Some people mentioned this in the comments of my videos from episode 1, and I mentioned it in that LP as well. Why would you try and give a redemption story to somebody like that? It's Albedo, the most evil son of a bitch in this entire universe. How could you possibly write this? Yeah, this really bothered me the first time and all subsequent times that I've played this game. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to write the story in this way, and I'm not sure why they chose to do it. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But they did, and that's what we were stuck dealing with. So basically, as you can see, Albedo was making a grave. I don't think we can do anything with said grave. I'm not sure if he's doing it to each time he should have died, or for graves set up for, you know, his friends, Rubido and Guinan, but I'm not too sure. Now, they haven't shown us where to go next until you get to this scene. So we gotta go back inside. So let's do that and we can continue on with this scene. I'll stop bitching for now. It's weird how some of the scenes transition so suddenly and you all of a sudden start walking in a completely different direction. Now, are we going in that one? No, we already went in that one. I think we're going back. Make sure I'm all healed up. This one? No, it is not. Okay, fast forward. Yeah, they don't tell you which of these doors, and I couldn't remember off the top of my head, so it's probably this one. Hopefully I don't regret this. I can't remember how long this cutscene takes.
Commencing with neural monitoring of unit number 666.
Rubido.
Membrane electrical potential, stable. Spontaneous
Helmer.
brainwave frequency of number 667 shifting from 20 to 28 hertz.
Calm down, children. Don't get flustered.
Stabilized, 8 hertz.
That's better.
That's better, just like that.
So these are the URTVs.
They are indeed.
Will they be all right? I don't want to hurt these children, even for Sakura's sake.
I'd heard they were young, but I didn't expect them to be this young.
You're pretty sentimental for a soldier, Helmer.
Which is probably why he did well as a
I
politician.
believe a soldier's duty is to protect human life.
Sounds
This
about
time,
right.
Sakura will be with you too.
Alrighty then. And that music initiates step 2 in this process. That's how long I was expecting that scene to be, so. Just like last time, target point for the mission is the beach. So let's go to the beach again. This time, it's winter. So yeah, technically, when you look back at it, because you're able to come back here later on, this will be referred to as the subconscious domain winter, and the first one will be subconscious domain summer. Anyway, now that we've gotten to this point, all of the enemies have respawned, but they're slightly different. They all give the same amount of experience and skill points, but they're harder. Yay! Not really. Anyway, that's all the time I have for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.